Okay, so I've thought I'd upload a video kind of looking at what I carry on an everyday basis. I do love this EDC magic group, so hopefully you'll hear me out and see what I carry. Everything fits in this sling. Okay, now I've just recently moved over to carrying a sling. I feel like I want to be trendy. I want to do what the kids are doing these days. So all this will fit into this sling, but more importantly fits into this alpaca hub pouch, either that or a Maverick. The Mavericks are brilliant, and I alternate between the two. So this is one of the pouches that I use, and all of this fits in here apart from the deck of cards. All right, so I'm going to explain what I carry. Let's start with this. This is just a piece of cord, basically. You know, it's like a hoodie cord, etc. But what this allows me to do is do a nice ring on string trick that feels a bit more kind of organic. All right, I'm going to use that term, but allows me to do a ring on string, and then I also have an added bit here, right? So then that means, and I do this at gigs, which means that I can then reveal how that ring comes off the cord and then how I put everything back together again without you realizing. So I like the fact that I can actually do fiber optics with this kind of hoodie cord, and also do ring on string with just the same gimmick. So that's really, really good. I recommend using that, and yeah, and providing yourself a little bit extra to then do a standard rope routine as well. We're now going to be looking at the Altoids. Now the Altoid mints are brilliant. I use this to do Steve Cook's routine. Is it contactless? It's not contactless. I'll put the name here. But that allows me to do that routine, which is great, where they basically choose one of the boxes, they open up, and the one box that they've chosen is mints, and they get to have a little mint. However, what they didn't realise was actually the other one contained £20. Now, the reason why I carry this is I like mints. They're handy to have on you. Also, you've got £20 here, which is very handy to have anyway, in case you need to spend it. Plus, you can then exchange this for a playing card, so you can now do toy box, right, the card to box routine. So just having that on you allows you to do 3 effects, right, which is brilliant. So I've got that. I've then also got 4 elastic bands, 2 green, 2 orange, not gimmicks, just normal elastic bands. This is normally wrapped around Cafe Hero, and Cafe Hero is an effect I released with the 1914. Essentially it allows you to show a load of coffee loyalty cards completely blank, and then after a 2-card transposition, etc., every single card is now fully stamped, which means you get free coffee for the rest of your life. So that is a great routine. It also has a mind reading phase on the back, kind of like a Sven pad. Really, really good routine. I love it. I take it everywhere with me, so that is there. Speaking of business cards, I also have it's just a small stack of my own business cards, blank on the back, with a out to lunch principle if I want it. So that's that. I then have 4 coins here, 4 10p pieces, plus something a little bit special to do, Garrett Thomas's Imagination coins. Great routine, love it, and that's all you need. Plus having 4 coins is handy for other effects as well. I also have a new 10p piece, and this is because I like to do the little hand trick. So I won't do them together, but I'll do them separately, and because it's magnetic, I like to do that routine. That routine, believe it or not, actually on TikTok, I uploaded one video on TikTok about a year ago. And it was that routine of me doing it at a film studio that I used to be an electrician at, and it's got 16.8 million views, just that one video alone, which is quite funny, quite remarkable. Yeah, so I haven't uploaded any other videos so that I can purely say that every single one of my TikTok videos has gone viral, because it's the only one. Clever. So I've got that now. I also have this 6 of Hearts reveal. I think this was Jay Sankey. It's a juicy fruit with a 6 of Hearts printed on the back. Just handy to have as a card reveal. I also have Inner Circle. I'll be honest, loops actually scare me. It's been in here for a long time and I never really perform it. And the amount of people that love loops and talk about loops all the time and saying it's one of the strongest things you can do, I haven't push myself. I need to, really. I need to be a bit more brave and give this a go. I then also have level 1, great addition just to put in your case. Tiny plunger. I have the just a standard Venet hard thumb tip with another £20 notes in, £20 note in for a bill switch. I have this, and this is brilliant for, Greg Wilson has an effect that he uses with this, and it's explained on his Penguin lecture. What I think maybe the first Penguin lecture, he probably did it on the second as well. It's really good. Okay, it just makes you look like you're able to produce smoke and show your hands empty as if you're smoking a cigarette. It's brilliant. I then also have these receipts, and actually I've been playing around with these receipts in the fact that actually doing extreme burn, the tape has actually kind of worn away a little bit, and so I was playing around with different ideas. Maybe I'll go to a Hundy 500. I don't know whether that works well with the plastic money, but I've tried a different variation. Actually, a variation that I found in an old Marvin's Magic set from years back, and so I'm just playing around with that new handling where you basically just sticking 2 Z folds together and flicking them around. It works really well. It means that you don't have to worry about cutting the notes and sticking them like you do with the new Extreme Burn with those notes. I also have playing cards, a full pack of playing cards, a card clip, and this new effect which hasn't been released yet. It's my own self-release, and it's called Dig It, and basically it is the appearing spade or missing spade by Wayne Rogers in a close-up form. So that may already be out by the time I upload this video. If not, then that's a little sneak peek for you. You can find more information on my website, ianbaileymagic.com. Okay, but that is also something that I like to perform, and also is a great kind of object to do Dropsy Diddle by Eddie Fields, or similar to Ultra Lucky Coin by Eric Tate. So that's everything that I carry in this pouch. That then gets stored in this pouch. And yeah, I just think it's great to have all of this stuff on you in just a small little case. Is great. So that's everything that I carry on me. As for my keys, let me go and get my keys. Okay, so we're back with a set of keys. Forgot to bring out the keys. On my keys, I have 2 effects. I have Hide a Key by Chris Rawlins. Brilliant, brilliant effect. Amazing effect. I did this on a locksmith the other day. I said it was a security key, and it disappears and reappears in your pocket in case you lose them. He loved it, absolutely loved it. And then I also have Key Ring, which is a release by myself with Alakazam. This is such a fun routine. It's a slow bend, a slow visual bend of a key. I like to keep it on the key ring and show people and then straighten it out. They can't obviously straighten it out themselves, but you can. And then you can then bend it back into the form of a ring, which is why it's called key ring. So that is that. Another item I like to carry is obviously my phone. But what I've done is, if you know Revolution by Greg Wilson, there is a stationary object, an object from a stationery store that you probably already have at home, which if you file down and put in the back of your phone case, it allows you to do that. And if you ever need an opener or an icebreaker, this is the thing I do. I have the iPhone 12 mini, which probably does make it easier to do that trick, but it's such a nice little routine. I just do it. I remember I was in the JD Sports the other day buying a pair of trainers, and whilst I was waiting for the guy to come with the trainers to try on, I just did that, and these kids were just looking at me as if like, that's incredible. And they were like, how are you doing that? And I just said, oh, I used to play a lot of basketball as a kid. And that was it. That was enough of an explanation for them. They thought that was impressive. So anyway, that is my official EDC. I hope you enjoy the video, and I will be doing my own YouTube channel called Ian's EDC, Ian doesn't have the extra I in, okay, so it's just IANS and then EDC, so Ian's EDC. In there, I'll explain other things that I have. So this is my magic EDC, but I also carry other things like this, for example, which is a little pouch. And in here is everything you need to survive in an urban situation. That's all I'll say. Everything you need. Not a magic thing, but just an everyday carry little pouch that has everything you need to survive in an urban situation. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, when it comes to wallets, what wallet do I carry? What do I carry inside the wallet? Well, I carry the wallet that I designed with Alakazam, and it's called the Jameson wallet, and it's a very, very thin card to wallet. But not only that, it has a full business card peak. It has a switching element inside as well. And it can also be used as an index as well, the way this kind of is naturally designed with the steps in your pocket. You can use that as an index. So it's a really, really good wallet, and this one kind of secret that allows me to do the card to wallet allows me to do the business card peak as well. So I haven't got to have lots of additional things sewn into the wallet for it to act as both a peak wallet and a card to wallet. It's very, very thin and very elegant in that way. And also with the zips compartment, it allows you to put your gimmick coins in without accidentally spending them, which is another big bonus. What do I carry inside? Well, obviously, along with my normal credit cards, I carry Overdraft by Paul Fowler. Just an excellent, excellent effect. I think everyone should have this in their wallet. Yeah, really, really good effect. I love that. I use that a lot. As well as my card effect called One Card Monty. This is also an Alakazam release. And this is made with plastic cards, which means that if they get wet or they get damaged, well, if they get wet, they're not going to get damaged, essentially. So it's a great effect to do that in the pub. It's very, very fun. It's a kind of a Monty trick that just, when you perform it on people that you feel are quite difficult, this really breaks the ice and helps them know that you're not taking yourself too seriously, and really gets a reaction that you wouldn't get from a standard magic trick. It's a very fun, light-hearted trick to do. As well as that, I carry one single playing card, and this actually has small print. It's actually called Small Print by Jay Sankey, and I use this with digital force bags. So I will force the 3 of clubs, and then I will take this out my wallet and say, boom, was that right? And they say no. You go, oh, what card did you pick? 3 of clubs. Oh no, I am right. Look, if you look at the small print on the ace, you'll see it says, I know you picked the 3 of clubs. So it's a really nice kicker. It's a good effect there. So I carry that, and I think that is it in terms of the wallet itself, but I also carry 2 other items. Now these other items, I'm a firm believer in carrying things that are just actually useful and then allow you to do magic. Now this first one doesn't allow me to do magic, but it's a small flashlight. Look at that. Tiny little flashlight. It's really, really just handy to have. I always carry this. Now you might be saying, oh, but I have a light on my iPhone. Well, I'll tell you what, once you start carrying an additional flashlight in your pocket, it's very, very handy. I work as an electrician. I'm always in need of lights in kind of random cupboards to find a fuse board. Brilliant. Speaking of interesting things, this is another thing that I carry that is very, very handy, and this is a small Victorinox knife, and along with that a little kind of pocket clip, so it clips onto my pocket very nice and easily. However, this, well, I always carry one of these on me, I have done for years, but then I watched an old Charlie Fried Penguin Magic lecture, and he had one adaptation that I had to make to this that allows me to do probably the cleanest torn and restored banknote routine using a knife. Of course you would use a knife, and it makes sense that you can stab a note through with a knife. With a pen, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be able to do that with the plastic notes, but with a knife, it makes complete sense. This is an excellent routine. I really recommend having a look at that old Penguin Live lecture by Charlie Fry. On there, I've also, because I've actually bought this knife and adapted it, I've actually put a small pen as well from another knife. I've basically taken that outer scale off and put it on here. So I've got that. I've got a nail file, a knife, and a pair of scissors all on this. So very, very handy, along with a pen. And then also for a free will routine that I've kind of adapted myself, it has on here the words "you will pick me," and that having on there allows me, I can do the paddle move if I want to, as you know, to hide that out in the routine. But if I want to reveal it, I can, and it says "you will pick me" engraved on there. So excellent routine. Now I'll actually show you a clip of me performing that, and you can see how strong that torn and restored note trick is. But that is everything. I hope you've enjoyed having a look through both my sling bag and what I carry in that, my wallet, as well as my key rings. This is just everything I carry. Do I perform a lot of it every single day? No. But I love having that option to do it. It's a weird survival instinct of mine to have lots of things on me, but also not a crazy amount. Like, you know, this is really what I would carry on me every single day, is what you see here. But then in my sling bag, that's where I have the additional things like a pack of cards and that kind of stuff, that if I'm going out with mates, I'll take that along and I will perform a few bits there. So yeah, that's it. Sorry if it's been a long video, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. And stay tuned to my YouTube channel, as you will see more of these videos coming up soon, I'm sure. Cheers, have a good day.